Hi, today I'm going to show you my Christmas ear wall. Oops! I guess it is kind of ugly. So I've already put the Christmas ears out on display, as you can see behind me, and I've been showing these throughout December in my daily advent calendar, like shorts that you may have seen. But don't worry if you haven't, because I'm going to show you them all now, along with a couple of other pairs that wouldn't fit on there. Missy wants to be involved, but she's too heavy. I can't talk and hold her at the same time. So you're going down, Missy. You're going down. You go on your bed. Whee! Oops! Oops! Just dropped her. Right, sorry about that. You okay? Yes, she's smiling. So I'll start off with a few pairs that aren't on the wall, and then we'll move on to that, and I'll show you the ears and the wall poppers. So I thought this would make a lovely backdrop behind me, but actually it's hard for you to see the ears. So I'm going to hold them up on this bit of card. So these ones are from Luby and Lola, which is a small shop I found on Etsy. They're wireframe ears made of like Christmas tree wire with the little pine needles. And they're covered in little pom-poms that are like baubles. And they also have some little Disney characters tucked on there as well, which I can't point to as my hands are full, but you should be able to see them. Maybe the card wasn't a good idea, because I need an extra hand to make the magic happen, which, there we go. So these ones also have coloured lights, which make them extra magical. So the next pair I have might not seem too Christmassy because they're just plain white, or are they? Because they have a lovely light up bow, which hopefully you can see in this light. It's got different colours. Probably a bit easier to see like that. Oops! Tripped over the presents. You get the idea. So as they're white, they would actually work not just for Christmas, but throughout the year. But I think of them as a winter pair because they're like snowy and frosty. These were from Etsy again, and I think the small shop was called Magical by Emma, but I think it's possibly changed its name. But I do have a couple more pairs from this same seller, and I'll show them another time. The third pair are a very fun pair from Laura Rose Treasures, and these are Mickey and Minnie snowmen made of a fluffy fleece material and wearing little velvet hats and a velvet bow. And this has got little feathery details on, and they're very cute and festive. So the last pair, oops, just hit the light. The last pair that didn't make it on the wall this year, but it was a very close call, are the Loungefly gingerbread ears. So you can probably see the pattern best if I turn them round. They're like a gingerbread brown colour, and they have Mickey and Minnie gingerbread men and some other like festive like shapes. Holly leaves with Mickey head berries and candy canes and lots of festive candy. And they have Disney Loungefly embroidered on the side. And then the bow is in a very shiny red faux leather with like a white icing pipe down the sides and a candy cane heart in the centre.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
So moving on to the wall. This is a gingerbread Mickey pair from Magic Every Ear, and they're made of a green velvet, and they have red and white piping along the edges and a craft foam candy cane on one side with gingerbread Mickey on the other, and a little jingle bell in the centre. And they also have red beads across the headband at the back. And the wall popper I've got them on is a red and white candy cane stripe with a red sequin edge. So the next ones were the official Christmas ears released in 2020. I think. And they're a red sequin with like a furry white trim. And the headband has a green and white stripe and a green bow with a peppermint swirl in the middle. They were possibly called the peppermint ears. Maybe I'm making that up. I should have looked that up before I did the video, but I didn't. And I thought these ones look nice on our elf wallpaper as the greens match. And this wallpaper has a little glittery buckle and some nice pearl buttons. Not real pearls. But I think you already knew that, didn't you? The next ears are from Best Kind of Magic. Do we need the card again? Yes. This helps you see their shape. These are Mickey and Minnie. I don't know if they're Christmas baubles or just a festive green colour, but they're made of a metallic green. And the Mickey has a little Santa hat and Minnie has a candy stripe bow. And they have little star embellishments and there's some holly on the bow. And I've displayed these on the Santa wallpaper, which is a mix of red sequin and red velvet with a ribbon belt and gold glitter buckle. The next pair is from Ever After Ears, and they are a red and white candy stripe with a pearl trim. Not real pearls. Anytime I say pearl or crystal, it's plastic. Just plastic. But they do look lovely. So they're trimmed in these lovely pearls, and the bow is made of a red felt. And I've displayed these on the Christmas jumper wallpaper. And weird thing, in America, they call Christmas jumpers ugly sweaters, which I find a bit insulting actually. They're not ugly, they're Christmassy. But anyway, this is our Christmas jumper wallpaper. I guess it is kind of ugly. Next up are the tartan ears from Wish Upon an Ear UK. These are an all over tartan print, and I should have worn them today because they sort of go with my outfit, don't they? And these have a gold bead trim on the sides and quite a fancy lining inside the headband. And I've displayed these ones on this little fluffy wallpaper with a tartan bow. And this is like a fleecy Sherpa material and has red sequins on the edge. The next pair are an official Disney gingerbread pair. Here comes the cardboard. They are Mickey and Minnie shaped, and Minnie has her signature bow but in a green and white dot, and the bow in the centre of the ears is actually a big sweet wrapped in a metallic red. And I love the icing detail on these ones, which is just printed in white, and on the sides they've got that white piping detail as well. And also the faces on these are embroidered. And I'm keeping these ones on this little rose gold wallpaper with a mini gingerbread in the middle, surrounded by some pearls. Some colourful snowballs, we'll call them that. Next up are my candy cane ears from a shop called By Travi, and these have red and white candy cane pattern on the front, and they are plain red on the back, and they've got a red and white piping around the ears and a lovely big green bow in the centre. And these are on the peppermint swirl wallpaper, which matches the pattern of the ears, and the side of this is like a green sequin which matches the bow in the centre. Next up are Mickey and Minnie Santa ears from Magic Every Ear. That's a better look at them. These are a red velvet ear with a green bead trim, and they have craft foam Mickey and Minnie's with a green velvet bow, and in the centre of that bow they have some holly leaves. And these are displayed on the green bauble wallpaper, which I thought matched well because of the dark greens. And this is velvet on top and green sequins at the bottom with a red ribbon and coloured pearls. Colourful embellishments in plastic. This next pair are from All About It, and I might need my cardboard again so you can see that they are Mickey shaped, and they use a peppermint swirl pattern all over, and the bow is a red sequin. And I've displayed them on this wall popper that uses a candy cane patterned fabric with a red sequin band around the outside. Next up is another pair from Luby and Lola, and let's just help you see those a bit better. These ones have a lovely feathery trim across the top, so they're nice and fluffy and floaty, and they have lettering around the headband that reads Merry Christmas, and that's in a glittered craft foam, and the ears are red, and on the front they have candy canes and Christmas trees. These ones are on the light green Festive wall popper, which has colourful embellishments and a ribbon detail. Next up, these are by Travi. They're red sequin ears with a classic mini bow in green and white polka dots. And I put these ones on the Mickey gingerbread wall popper, which uses a green sequin base decorated with ribbons and a craft foam Mickey. And the icing on that is done with a 3D metallic paint to give it that little shimmer. This is the Spirit jersey pair from Shop Disney, and if you're familiar with this pair, you'll know that I've added the bow in the middle because they didn't come with a bow. I felt they needed one. So I've done that in a fluffy Sherpa material, and the ears are like a knitted jersey fabric with embroidered patches on. And I've put them on this wall popper that has tartan across the bottom and white velvet across the top. So lastly, I have these 4 pairs that are made by me, and these were all from my Nutcracker collection that I did a couple of years back, and they're based on different characters from the Nutcracker with a Disney twist. So these ones are based on the character of the Mouse King, and obviously feature Mickey Mouse as the Mouse King. And these are a dark green velvet on the front with a dark green sequin on the back and metallic ribbons. And this is the matching wall popper made of the same materials. This is the Nutcracker pair that use a red velvet on the front and a red sequin on the back. So you have Mickey as the Nutcracker in the centre, and I love his little fluffy beard. And I've tried to recreate the traditional Nutcracker outfit with the gold buttons and gold pipework. I don't know what you call this. The gold banding. And this is the matching wall popper, where I've used the red velvet again, and I've taken the blue colour from the bow and used it around the outside. This pair is based on the character of the Snow King, and I've tried to make a Mickey snowman in the middle and given him an orange carrot nose. And these are white velvet on the front with a white sequin on the back and metallic gold ribbons. I seem to do a lot with ribbons. I think it just looks nice. And this is the matching wall popper in white and gold. And the last pair is the golden glitz ears, which maybe these aren't from the Nutcracker. I think I made them around the same time. I'm just trying to think if they're supposed to be a character, but I don't think they are. I think they're just golden and fabulous. So these are gold all over with velvet on the front and a holographic gold sequin on the back. And they have a row of gold flowers across the back. And there's also some gold half pearls and other gold embellishments tucked in there as well. A very glitzy pair. And this is the matching wall popper that uses the holographic gold sequins. And I've added this band of diamonds across the middle for extra glamour. So that's all of my Christmases. Which ones do you like best? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to give this video a like, because I need more likes, guys. I need more likes. And if you want to see another ear wall, then watch this video now. And Merry Christmas!